Christina, Bad Santa, welcome. Gonna have some MRE lunch today that we did 2 weeks ago. Last weekend, I wasn't able to, unfortunately, have MRE lunch because I was too busy with stomach flu. So this is our first MRE lunch since returning and being well. Glad you're here. Give me 1 second. Everybody's having a good Sunday afternoon. What are we having today? We're having a military version of a Chipotle bowl. It is Mexican style rice and bean bowl. So really looking forward to that. Roguestar, welcome. Hey, glad you're here. Welcome everybody for our MRE lunch. MRE lunchtime with Sylph, we'll call it, right? So this is probably the only chill stream I do all week. This is gonna be nice and relaxing. What we do is we open up this bad boy and kind of go through like what's in it. We then try out the different stuff that's in here. Just kind of a little two things. It's just kind of a way to relax on a Thursday. God, my mind has been kind of foggy lately, but yeah, Sunday we're gonna go through this and kind of walk through how to eat an MRE. These things are really actually great to have if you're somebody who likes to go camping or hiking or stuff like that. That way you can kind of have a meal. You can get these things on Amazon. You can buy them from specialty websites called like MRE Mountain and stuff like that. They range between $9 and $10 for one of these. You can buy them in entire box cases, which is what I did. And those cases come with 12. So this particular case I got was menus 13 through 24. And every week, what we're going to do is we're just going to open up each one of these throughout the week. So every Sunday, and just try them out, see how they are. I've had a few of them, but I've had mostly the ones from the other box, which is menus 1 through 12. Everything that you could possibly need is in here, meaning your beverages are in here, your main is in here, salt and pepper, utensils, everything that you could possibly need is inside here. You don't need it. You don't need anything else. It actually has a warmer in here, so you can warm up your food. So you don't need to bring anything with you. That's what's nice about these things. Also, the food in here is fresh. It is not freeze dried, so you don't need. The water we have here is for the drinks and for the FRH, which I'll explain that later. But everything in here is fresh. You don't need to rehydrate any of the food, which is wonderful, right? Oh, hey, Love Life 724. I was in the Army for 12 years. Some of those were actually really good and some were terrible. You're absolutely right. Of the ones that I've had, they range. When they try to make things, Love Life, when they try to make things that are like the pizza is terrible. When they try to do things like that, it seems like they're not so good. But if they just stick to like easy menus, like I'm expecting this one's probably going to be pretty good, right? Rice and beans. You really can't go wrong with that. So I'm expecting this one to be pretty good. Hold on, the ghost in my house is opening up the doors. Go. Veggie omelet. Oh boy, that doesn't sound good at all. Yeah, because it's got to have like eggs in it. So, oh boy, yeah, that doesn't sound good. We had last week. We had, I think it was like pasta. It was like cheese ravioli, and it was really good. I mean, like it was it was fantastic. I mean, I remember after we were done, I kind of said, okay, well, how would this rank? I would say it ranked about a like an Olive Garden level food. I mean, it was really good. It came with these smoked almonds that were just incredible. Now I'm getting myself really hungry. So if you're all watching this, there's food in here. We're going to eat some food. So if you're hungry, I suggest grabbing something to eat. Grab like a snack, grab a beverage of your choice, and join me on this MRE mukbang that we're going to do here. And let's just jump right into it. Okay, so a couple things you're going to need. The MRE. Now, a couple plates, right? So you notice I got 3 plates here. I'll explain why I have 3 plates. So there's a device inside the MRE called the FRH, which is short for flameless ration heater. And it uses water. It's kind of like those hand warmers that you have. You put in, like when it's cold outside, you put in your jacket. Except it uses water to activate. Now that water, it's non-potable after you put it into that FRH. So you don't want that water to get on your food. So what I always do is I have 1 extra plate that I put the food on when the FRH is in there. And that way the water gets trapped in here and I don't get it on my food. And then the next plate I have is for anything that's kind of like a dessert or messy. So sometimes they have like desserts and things that kind of get a little bit messy and I don't want to mix with like my main. So that's why I have that plate. And then of course my last plate is for main. So it's your main food. Usually there'll be some sides, like they'll give you some trail mix or something else. And then that's what that plate's for. So that's why I have 3 plates. You don't have to have 3 plates, obviously. If you are out camping, if you're out hiking, doing whatever, and you have one of these, you don't need any plates, right? You can just put things off to the side and you can actually eat all the food right out of the packets that are inside here. You do not need to have plates. But of course, we're inside of a house, right? So we're going to use plates and things like that. A couple things I have. So this is temperature water. We will use this in the flameless ration heater. And then I have some cold water. The cold water we'll use to rehydrate our drinks. Typically in there's always 1, sometimes 2 beverages. They come powdered. You'll pour water into them, shake them up, and then eat those. Actually, I need to get my blender bottle. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. So, blender bottle. You can get that on Amazon. They're cheap. And what this has inside of it is it has this little shaker ball inside here. And this thing helps a lot to kind of mix up that powder. So you'll pour your drink in here. You'll pour your water in here. It's actually got a measuring thing on the side here. And then you'll just shake it up. So that's what that's for. All right, so let's get this going. First thing first. All right, so you can cut these open. I actually should have probably brought a knife with me, but in case I can't get it open. But you can cut these. You can cut them, with a knife. You can cut them with scissors. But again, this is meant to be all completely able to do out in the wild or whatever your hike is, not needing to have like knives and scissors and all that kind of stuff. All the utensils and everything that you need are inside here. This thing, what you can do is peel this open. Okay. So you just grab this and just give it a yank, pull it open. Now it does take this one opened really easy. Sometimes these things can be a little bit difficult to get open, but this one in particular wasn't too bad. All right. So that's kind of what it looks like on the inside. And inside here is all your food. So this is everything that comes with the MRE is inside a separate pouch. All right, I guess they do that in Love Life. If you know for sure, let us know. But I believe the reason why they also seal it in here is in case this packet gets punctured or cut, and it doesn't. That way, if water or something gets in here, dust, dirt, it doesn't still damage food. It's just another layer of protection against getting things damaged. Hey, Vinoc, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here to have some lunch with us. And another good thing about this pouch, so like after you tear this open, this can act as your trash can. So of course, when we're out camping, we're out hiking, and we're doing this, we're going to generate a lot of trash. We can use this as our trash bag so that we leave the environment cleaner than we found it. What you do is you put all your junk in here, and then you can just kind of roll it up like this, stick it back in your backpack, pouch, whatever. And then when you get back, or you say on the trail, you find a garbage can, you just drop this right in the garbage can. So this is like I said, it's really, really great if you go camping a lot, if you do any kind of like hiking, mountain biking, things like that. It's a great way to have a meal ready to go for you as you're hiking. So this is the inside packet. Now, a lot of these packets, you'll notice they have this serrated edge on it. That's so that you can rip these things open real easy. Again, they're meant so that if you don't have scissors or a knife, you can still open them. But you just find like a little spot, and it just pops right open. You just grab it, and just peel it right open. Okay, so what's inside here? Well, this is the main. The main is the main meal. It comes in a retort pouch. It's fresh, so it's actually, I can feel it. It's gooey and mushy. It does not need to be rehydrated, so you do not need to put water in this. It's ready to go right out of the packet. All right, so that's the main. This is the pouch for the main. So what this is, of course, it has all the nutritional information on it. But you can open this up, and your main will go in here. And I'll explain how this works. But this holds the FRH so that it heats your food. All right. We got pretzel nuggets, honey mustard, onion flavor. This is called the accessory packet. So in here is any kind of extras that come with it. Usually you'll get like salt and pepper and sugar and a few other things, but there's a couple staples in here, things that come in every single MRE. And I'll show you that right now. So again, serrated edge. So you grab it on that edge, and just give it a peel. I mean, it takes no effort to open these things up. All right, so what's in the accessory packet? First off, this is a multi-use hand towel, napkin / toilet paper / whatever you want to use it for. That's what this is. Something that's really neat about this is actually made in San Francisco by a company called Lighthouse, and they hire people who are blind or are visually impaired, and they give them jobs. And what they do is they pack these little packets. They come in every single MRE, well, every single MRE I've ever seen. This little packet comes in here. And in it, there you go. So you can use this to wipe your face. You can wipe your hands as you're eating. And you can also use it as toilet paper. So you just kind of stick this in your backpack. We'll set that off to the side. Next up, we've got coffee. Wow, okay. So they've pretty much given up on coffee in most MREs. I'm actually very surprised. So they do actually give you coffee. It is freeze-dried coffee. So what we'll have to do is we're going to have to heat up some water in order to have this. So we'll do that a little bit. So I might have to walk away just like for a few seconds, go get the kettle going. And then when it's ready, we can go ahead and make ourselves some coffee. I'm actually really excited. I've had this before, Bill's Brew. It's really good. I mean, it's freeze-dried, but it's really good. I mean, it's not garbage. And you'll notice that a lot of the food in here is high quality. It isn't, they don't give the soldiers junk. Next up, we've got 0 calorie sweetener. So like a sweet and low kind of thing. Sugar. We've got salt. This is creamer, I believe. Yes. So this is creamer for your coffee. and moist towelette. So this we'll use to kind of clean our hands up after we're done. So they give you a little moist towelette. It's funny, the ones that I don't use, because I don't always use these moist towelettes, just because my hands aren't dirty or whatever after I'm done eating. And I keep these and I give them to my wife and she puts them in her purse. So these things actually are great. They get used no matter what. If I don't use it, she'll use it. Ice cream is my drug. Hey, welcome. Glad you're here, Ice cream. Welcome. Welcome to our MRE mukbang lunch thing going on Sundays. We do this every Sunday, everybody. And we open up a new MRE and we go through it just as we're going through right now. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. This is something you'll find in every single MRE. This has been in MREs since before World War II, and it's MRE gum. So after you're done eating, you can just pop this open and get some refreshing spearmint gum. All right, so that's the accessory packet. Bring this back. We have a First Strike nutritious energy bar. So this is kind of like an energy bar, power bar. What do we got in here? 260 calories. And it is a cran raspberry flavor. Okay, this is peanut butter, MRE peanut butter. This is another thing that's been in MREs since World War II. This will go on our crackers. MRE crackers, a staple of U.S. MREs, been around since, again, probably before. I'd say probably even before World War I, probably sometimes in the 1800s. I think they had these MRE crackers. Of course, they've come a long way, but this is something that's been around for a very, 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 very long time. Our first beverage looks like coffee, and this will be our only two beverages. This is a chocolate protein powder drink. Okay, so it's like a protein drink. Again, this is for soldiers, right? Soldiers, people out in the wild, hiking, mountain biking, get some of that protein back in you. That's what that looks like. This is actually something that's neat. I've noticed this on the newer MREs. You notice the shape of this looks like a bottle. And what you do is you can actually open this up. There's a little Ziploc on here. You open this up, you pour the water in it, you seal it back up. Again, this is meant that you don't have things like blender bottles and things like that with you. And then you grab it just like a bottle. See how it's got the little ribs here? And shake it. And then this is your bottle. You drink it right out of here. So you pour your water in here, here you go. And you're all set. And then when you're done, you can just wrap this up, stick it in your garbage bag, and then dispose of it when you have there's a receptacle to dispose it into. Next up, we've got powdered hot sauce. So I guess this is like a Chipotle bowl, Southwest kind of meal. So they give you some hot sauce to kind of spice it up a little bit. I like my food spicy, so we're definitely going to be using this. We'll put this underneath here. MRE spoon. Every MRE comes with an MRE spoon. Everything you have in your MRE can be eaten with this spoon. This is the only utensil you get, the only utensil you need. This is your measuring bag for your FRH and for your beverages. So again, you don't need to have a blender bottle. So the blender bottle has the chart on here so that you can put your different, so you can measure your water. But again, this is meant as if you're out in the wild, you don't have something like that. You don't have a bottle of water, but you have a canteen that's full of water. So now you got a bag, and in the bag, you can see it's got measuring points. So you can use this bag to then measure how much water you need and then dump that water into your beverage powder, your coffee, and into your FRH. So that's what that is. I believe it has hot beverage bag warning. To avoid burn, beverage heating time should not exceed 6 minutes. Caution when handling hot beverages. Oh, I see what this is. Hold on. No. You know what? I mean, yes, you can use this as a measuring, but this is actually even neater than I thought. So okay, so we have an FRH. Let me explain the FRH real quick. This is the flameless ration heater. It's got a little pad in here. This pad is what heats up once it's got water on it. So it's water activated, it heats up. This thing will get hot. I mean, like it'll boil water hot. So it's kind of a little bit dangerous, but this thing will heat up our food. And what's neat about this thing, this little pouch, is what they want you to do is they want you to pour the water in here for your coffee. Yeah. Seal this back up again and stick it into the FRH. Again, like I said, the water that comes out of this, once you pour the water in and activates it, is non-potable. You can't drink it. So what you do is you pour your water into here, seal it back up, and then you stick this pouch into the FRH along with your main. And that way you get hot water for your coffee, you warm up your main at the same time. That's actually really neat. That's really neat. Huh. All right. So the coffee, I usually tend to go about 6 ounces on the coffee. I think that it does say, it does say 6 ounces. Okay. Because I remember one time I made it with 8 ounces and it wasn't very good. So 6 ounces kind of makes it a little bit stronger. Huh. We probably won't do this. I'm gonna go ahead and still put some water on in a kettle, put it on the stove, heat it up for the coffee, and then we'll make that. All right. So that's all of our stuff. So we'll just discard this. Here's our trash. Like I said, what you can do is you just take all this, roll it all up, stick it in our garbage bag. Set that off to the side. First thing we need to do is we need to warm up our food. So here we go. So FRH. All the instructions are right on the bag. So I'll kind of go through it quickly just to give you an idea of how this works. But it does have every bit of instructions on here. It tells you exactly how to do this. There's a tear notch. Top. Maybe. Right on the inner side. No. Okay. A new tear notch with our teeth. We'll just rip this open. Okay. Now we're going to reach inside here. This is how those trash chips are made. You figured it out. Yep. We get the chips in here. Okay, so we're gonna so there's a couple lines on here. This is your fill line. Do not overfill, obviously. I mean, they're making it bold for a reason. They don't want you to overfill this. And the reason why mainly is so that you don't spill the water out the top and burn yourself. But there's a line here I use as a guide to bring the FRH up. All right, so what I do is I kind of get it right about there. Okay. Then I get my main. Make sure this is evenly distributed here. Okay, let's get this down like that. Go ahead and stick our main in here. And it does show you how to do it, right? So the heater element goes in the top. This being the top of the bag, but that has the printing on it. And then the food goes behind it like this. All right. Like that. So squeeze our food so all of our food is underneath the heating element. I've made that mistake a couple times. So I got, maybe here, let me explain. So if you just flatten this out, the heater element is smaller than the pouch. So what I've had happen to me in the past is this will be nice and warm and then this will be cold. So what I do is I just kind of push the food so that the the same size as the heating element, right? Yeah, don't eat the heating element. They put that on there. Okay. Line it up with that line there. All right, we're good to go. Next thing we do is we add the water. So we got to be careful. We want to make sure that the heating element and the pouch are not in the water when we pour the water in here. So I kind of just take my hand and I just kind of hold it on one side like this. And it does not take much. You just kind of give it a little bit like that. And that's a little bit too much. We'll be careful. I mean, look at that. I mean, I literally just splashed a little water in there and it already was too much. All right. See the water? Look at the smoke coming out top. See that? Oof. Yeah, it's hot. All right, then we just drop it down. Let's make sure we get that heating element all the way into the water there. And then we fold this over. Wow, that is hot. All right, and what I like to do is I kind of just mix it around like this, make sure that it gets nice and warm. I don't know if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Wailing. All right, now this is where that pouch comes in. We take our pouch. Hey, Sniper Assassin, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Join us for our military FRH mukbang. So just stick it in here. Make sure that the flap stays inside the pouch. What this does is it just keeps it together and keeps that pouch closed so that you do everything you can to avoid burning yourself. Wow, it is getting really hot. This is a very good FRH. It can be kind of spotty. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to prop it up on something. So if you're out camping, you're out hiking, out mountain biking, just find like a rock or something that you can stick underneath here and just keep it up. All right. So we will set this off to the side. I will prop it up. I'll prop it up on my switch or something. Well, maybe not my switch, but we'll get it. We'll get it going here. And it is boiling. See this? See that? So also it produces hydrogen, which displaces oxygen in your blood. So don't breathe that in. Make sure you're in a nice, well-ventilated area, which I am. I'm in a relatively well-ventilated room here, but you do not want to breathe that in. So like, do not put that on inside your car. Close all your windows if it's cold or raining outside, and then do this. All right, it's dangerous. Don't do that. Make sure it's in an open area. Also, you cannot bring these on a commercial airplane. If you're caught trying to bring an FRH onto a commercial airplane, TSA is not going to be happy with you. Wow, look at this thing smoke. This is a really good FRH. I just want to show you this because I don't always get really good FRHs. They're just kind of spotty. This is a really good one. I mean, it is really going to town on our food. But we'll give that a few minutes to kind of warm up. We can go ahead and start off with our beverage, our cold beverage. Let's see, instructions says how much water does this want? Contains milk. Ingredients. Oh, right here. Directions for use. Allow water to chemically purify. We don't need purified water. We already have bottled water. Add 8 ounces of water, about 1/3 of a canteen to the fill line. Close the zipper. Shake to mix. So 8 ounces of water. We have a 17-ounce bottle of water. So we'll just pour half of this bottle into here. About half the bottle. We should be good. So we probably won't even. Well, we'll use our blender bottle as our cup. I didn't get that. See, let's see inside there. Not really, but let's see what it smells like. Chocolate. It smells like It smells like dark chocolate. That's what that smells like. Oh, that thing is smoking like crazy. Let me turn the fan on here. Yeah, get that fan going. Wow, that thing is really... That FRH is going to town. Okay, so let's get our water out. Let's pour it in here. Fill it back up. Hopefully. Kind of roll it a couple times. Why can't you bring FRHs onto planes? I believe it's because it gives off hydrogen, which is both dangerous to breathe in because it displaces oxygen in your blood, and it's flammable. It actually says right on the it says on the bag here. Let me show you real quick. That's a good question. Flameless ration heaters are prohibited on commercial airlines unless sealed in the original meal bag. Now, of course, it does say if you keep it sealed in that bag, you can bring it on a plane. Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even try it. Yeah, the ice cream. The thing is, if they had to write that on the bag, that it's because somebody tried to bring FRHs onto an airplane and eat their food while they were on the plane. Right. Okay, there we go. So we can go ahead and open this back up. Still smells like dark chocolate. I have seen Airplane the movie. Yes. Long time ago. I mean, we're about where the line is. It's supposed to be like a thick beverage, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I know. That's a scary thing. Why does it look like poo? Yeah, I've had this before. It's really thick. It's needs more water. Add like 2 ounces of water. Let's see if we can thin it out a little bit. It is good though. It tastes like you're just drinking chocolate. And it is an energy drink too, which is interesting. How much protein's in this thing? It has somewhere 14 grams of protein. 34 grams of added sugar. Oh boy. If you're on a low sugar diet, this is not something for you. 60% of your daily allowance of vitamin C. It's got 476 milligrams of potassium, 4 milligrams of iron, 50 milligrams of calcium, 7 micrograms of vitamin D, or 35% of your daily allowance of vitamin D, 260 milligrams of salt. Wow. A little bit of fat too, 1 gram of fat. But again, this is for people, I mean, if you're out exercising, you're biking, you're hiking, you're of course in the military, right? And you're out on patrol, you're burning calories. This is something that's going to pick you up, replenish some of those vitamins, protein, build muscle. That's what this is for. It's really good. It's really good. Okay. Moving on. So whenever there are crackers, I usually will start off with the crackers. This is the peanut butter. So you need to knead this first, because it will kind of separate a little bit inside here, and it does actually say right on the package somewhere. It says knead. Yeah, knead package before opening. It says right here. So you just kind of roll it around a little bit, knead it, get that peanut butter creamy again. It doesn't take much. You don't have to sit here for 15 minutes and knead this thing. I mean, just give it like 30 seconds or so. These pouches are military grade, so you don't have to worry about like squeezing it and it's gonna go and just get all over the place. There we go. Okay. And then the crackers. So again, there's a serrated edge on here. And you just grab that, you find a spot, and you just give it a peel and just roll it back. Ooh, nice hiss. There you go. And we're going to carefully try to open this without breaking all the crackers. Last time we did one of these, we got a perfect pull. So I'm trying to get a second perfect pull here. Perfect pull is you didn't break any of the crackers. Here we go. It's like it's cracked a little bit. Pull, everybody. So that's MRE cracker. Okay, grab some peanut butter. Now, there is the way the military wants you to open these, and then there's the way that every normal person opens these. And that is the normal way that I believe all of us kind of would think. If you were going to open this, right, and you wanted to put this out onto your crackers, you would just peel off just a little edge here, and that way you can just squirt it onto the things, right? That's what I think is the normal way of doing it. It might not be, but that's kind of what I think. The military, however, that's not what they want you to do. If you'll notice, there's actually an arrow across the top of this package. There's an arrow across the top of this package right here. And what they want you to do is they actually want you to grab it like this and peel it all the way down so that you open it up like a pouch. Why? I don't know. That I don't get. I guess maybe so you can eat it right out of the pouch, but hey, you know what? You can do it either way, however you want to do it. This one, because it is peanut butter, I am going to just rip it open. Yeah, use the spoon and apply it to the cracker. Absolutely. Crazy Heifer, welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome for our little mukbang MRE lunch here. So there we go. Just get some out on the cracker here. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit on the next one here. Oh boy, get a mess. I roll the package just so I can squeeze out all that peanut butter goodness. The peanut butter is really good. It is creamy. It's not chunky, and it's really good. All right. So there you go. I've seen people do it where they'll go ahead and they'll just fold this over. It is perforated to be in kind of like smaller squares. But let's set those off to the side there. Kind of use that peanut butter as a glue. We have pretzel nuggets, honey mustard, and onion flavor. 120 calories. Yeah, it's got a bunch of carbohydrates in it. 6% vitamin D, 6% iron, 2% potassium, and 180 milligrams of sodium. Again, these people, I mean, if you're out hiking, biking, you're sweating, this is going to try to get a lot of that electrolyte back into you. So they look like combos. I don't know if you remember combos, but that's what they look like. I've had these before. These are really, really good. Oh, got a little desiccant pack. And obviously don't eat the desiccant pack. Put that back in there. What's nice too is like, if you don't want to eat the whole thing, you can just keep them in this packet. And then as you're eating, you're like, oh, okay, I'm full. I'm going to keep it as a snack. You just kind of fold this over, put this in your backpack, and just have this as a snack later. Give one of these a try. Good crunch. Not mushy. Yeah, tastes exactly like a combo. I don't know if y'all remember combos. That's exactly what it is. This is our First Strike energy bar. We will leave this for later. I will open this up to show you what it is, but generally speaking, I keep these things for later. They're a great pick-me-up if you're kind of like hungry in the middle of the afternoon. So we'll just leave this over here, but I will open it so that you can see what it looks like. Let's check our FRH here. Maybe we'll have that with our coffee after dinner or after lunch. I mean, wow, this thing is piping hot. All right, so we'll move our food out of the way for now. We'll bring back our FRH tray. Again, I don't want to get the water that's in here mixed with my food. So we go ahead and just pop this open. A little bit about the food. Mexican style rice and bean bowl. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. All right, 230 calories. It is 32% of your daily allowance of sodium. 740 milligrams of sodium in this thing. It's probably going to taste real good. It's got 20% of all the iron you need with 4 milligrams. 10% potassium at 586 milligrams of potassium. Got a little bit of sugar in it. Probably the sauce. Low in fat. No saturated fat, no trans fat, no cholesterol. So this is officially a vegetarian meal. Schneider's pretzel bites, I believe, is what those actually are. Yeah, that too, the Schneider pretzel bites. These don't have the filling on the inside. I know some of those, they'll have like peanut butter or something on the inside, which are very good. Those Schneider's pretzel bites, they're fantastic. Let's see, it's got pinto beans, black beans, long grain rice, corn, green chilies. Let's see, what else? Diced tomatoes, chili peppers, paprika, onion, garlic, green bell peppers, red peppers, salt, sugar, corn oil, and spices. So sounds good. But this is a vegetarian meal. So I mean, that's the thing too, is the military understands that there's people who have very specific dietary needs dietary wants. And I've noticed that over the years, the meals have changed. They've really started to accommodate a lot of different, meals in the types of food that they provide to their soldiers. So if you're vegetarian, don't think, oh, well, these are going to be full of nothing but, dead animals. You can't get vegetarian MREs, real U.S. military vegetarian MREs. Now, I don't know if it's vegan, but it is vegetarian. Okay, well, we'll place this off to the side. All right, let's get our main out of here without hopefully burning our hands. It's out. Wow, it's hot. Seal this back up again. Grab our pouch. Put it back in our pouch. So we do not want to get that water spilled everywhere. All right, so there we go. So set this off to the side. Now, stay there. Okay. Now, what I want to do, we can turn the fan down. Okay. So I'm going to grab a couple napkins here. And I'm just going to wipe this down. I want to get all of that heater element water off of this. Because when I open this, I don't want that water to get mixed in with the food. Okay. And then I'm just going to take this and discard this plate. So I'll put the FRH on it like this and just kind of set it off to the side. Now, if you're out camping, you would just take this and just, set it down on the ground out of the way. And then when you're done, put it in your trash bag and dispose of it when you find a receptacle. Right, so let's just get this out of the way. Now, opening, let's just keep this over here. All right, so opening this up, right? Say it is hot, so just be careful. What I want to do is, so there's notches. There's a notch here. Come on, camera, work with me. There's a notch here. So this is the top. This is the side you want to open. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to squeeze the food down. Squeeze the food down. Because otherwise, if I try to open this and just leave it to where it's all over the place, when I try to do this, it's going to squirt all over the place. We don't want that. So we're going to try to get all the food down to the bottom here. Maybe even knead it a little bit. This is very evenly heated. Some of them I've had it to where they're not that evenly heated, and you can kind of knead it in order to kind of mix it inside the pouch. All right, and then we're just going to give this a tear. And we're going to just slowly rip it all the way across. There. Put that back in our trash bag. Our bag out. All right. Go. Mexican rice and beans with corn. I can see whole chunks of corn in there. Again, like I said, this is not freeze dried. This is fresh. It smells like Chipotle. It smells incredible. Yeah, that smells good. Now, like I said, you can eat these right out of the pouch. So if you're out camping, out hiking, you can just eat this right out of the pouch. You do not need to put this on a plate. You don't need to put any of this stuff on a plate, honestly. But we are home, so we are going to put this on a plate and get some of this stuff out of here. All right, how to get it out of the pouch without making a huge mess. So we got a spot here that we're going to use. I'm going to flip it over, crease it, and then I'm going to roll the bag. Make sure I'm not making a mess here. And I'm just, as I'm rolling it, starting from the center, working my way to the ends to make sure I get all of this stuff out of here without burning myself, because it is hot. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this in our garbage bag. That we don't make a mess. All right, there we go. Now, in hindsight, I should have just put the peanut butter on one cracker, left one of the crackers dry so that I could add it to the meal. A lot of times these things won't have a lot of crunch to them. So if you're somebody who kind of wants a little bit more crunch to your food, and they do come with crackers, I highly recommend you leave one of your crackers so that you can put it into your main. I screwed up. I did not do that. I should have done that. All right, so let's get our accessory packet out here. So this is our coffee, sugar, towelette, and gum. This is our powdered hot sauce, and I like it hot. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to. And I think somebody earlier, was it you? I think it was you who asked about the little bottle of hot sauce. They do have those in some of these MREs. They have like little tiny bottles. They're about this big of Tabasco sauce. And you just rip them open and you put them on there. But again, my wife usually wants those. So she snatches those up. All right, so powdered hot sauce. It doesn't have much of a smell at all. Let's see how hot this really is. Well, okay. 1 out of 10. 10 being it'll put you in the hospital. Hey, Colio F dudes, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, 10 puts you in the hospital. 1 is ketchup in terms of hot scale. For me, which I'm somebody who likes hot food, it's about a 4. It's about a 4. So it's not super hot. So we're gonna put this on here, and we're gonna be generous with it. There we go. We've used almost all of it. I think we got good coverage. All right. And then the salt. The salt will definitely increase the spiciness. So we're going to probably be a little bit... We're not going to go crazy with the salt. But I do like salted food. I like my food salty. I probably used about half. Yeah. Throw that in our trash bag. Those in our trash bag. Keep that for my wife. Okay. All right. So there we go. There's our meal. This all set up. Okay, so now we're going to let's see. You know what? Let me get the water boiling for the coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got some water in the kettle. We got that water going. I would so eat that. It is very good, Sniper Assassin. Believe me, this is not garbage food. It tastes really good. It's high quality, and it will definitely fill you up. They typically give you more food than me. I mean, so I'm a 6 foot, 230-pound man, and a lot of times they'll give me more food in this than I could possibly eat. Especially with the strike bar, this thing is so filling that if I were to eat this, I wouldn't probably be able to finish this food. But we have our coffee going. Take a drink real quick. I appreciate that, Saber Assassin. I'm glad you're here to enjoy it with me. Every Sunday we'll do this. So again, I bought a whole case, comes with 12 menus. We did one about 2 weeks ago. And then we will, every week we'll do a new menu so you can kind of see all the different menus. And then if you're interested in buying one, you can always go to like Amazon.com and you can get one. You can sometimes pick the ones that you particularly want and they'll ship them to you. It's a little more expensive to do that than just get a random one. But if there's a specific one you want, then you can do that. All right, so now we're going to switch over so you can see it as it's being eaten. All right. Come on, camera. Work with me here. All right. Okay. Get the mic in a position where you're not going to hear me going, but to where at least you can hear me talk. Smexy face. All right, so how high do I have to go with this? All right, I have to go about there. Maybe we'll do our thumbnail here. Do our thumbnail without dumping this onto the table. All right, smile, everybody. All right, do our little hero picture there for the thumbnail on YouTube. All right, so let's give this a try. That is absolutely incredible. That is so good. It has so much flavor. It does. You know, I think if you had some cheese, you could probably sprinkle some cheese on it. And that would put it over the edge. Wow. You know, I don't really think it needs crackers. Now, if you had some tortillas at home, maybe you like put this into some tortillas. But out and about, this is really, really, really good. There was spice in the meal before I put the sauce, the hot sauce on it, and I did add some salt. Now on the scale, 10 being so hot it puts you in a hospital, 1 being ketchup, I would say it's now probably like a 6.5, maybe 7. Really good. Yeah, that's fantastic. It's not too mushy. It doesn't feel, the texture in your mouth doesn't feel like it's like slop. The corn even has a little bit of a crunch to it. They didn't overcook the corn. Yeah, wow. That's really good. We're still in frame here. Yeah. Yeah, Sniper, this isn't the stream you want to watch if you're hungry. I mean, I was starving. I mean, as I was making it and talking, I'm like, God, I just want to eat. I'm so hungry. But the point of this is to try them with you. Show you what you need to do and how to do it and what comes in these things. Kind of explain the process. I try to time it too, where it's generally lunchtime around, most of the United States. It's 2:00 here on the East Coast. So it's a good timing, I think, right? Exact kind. We had the cheese ravioli the last time. That was, oh boy, that was really, really good. Maybe what we could do too is Christina sent me a link to this site where you could do like tier lists. And my nose is running. It's hot. It's a little hot. And then each time we do one, we can just put it on the tier list, right? So you can kind of see where I would rank everything. And as we get something that's better, we can always just lower things down the tier list if we get something that's just, out of this world. Because right now I'd put that cheese ravioli. Oh, Darcy, no. It may not look that way, but believe me, this is really good. This is really good. I would say this is as close to like homemade rice and beans as you can get. I mean, this just tastes like something that my wife would make 100%. 100, like she went to the grocery store and bought it and cooked it up. That's how good this is. Right? You don't know. I mean, if you don't like rice and beans, well, then no, it's definitely not going to be your meal. But especially for a vegetarian meal, let me see if I can get something that's not too gross. You can see the chunks in there. I mean, it's whole pieces. The beans aren't just like mushed up and stuff. There's whole chunks of beans in here. Black beans, brown beans, the rice. I mean, there's whole pieces. Look at this. I mean, there's like a green chili in here. An entire piece of green chili. Again, this is an MRE, right? I mean, if you went to a restaurant and got something like this, you'd be like, well, I mean, I expect that, right? But this is something that's just an MRE, so you eat it. This came out of a plastic bag, right? It was good. Throw some meat into that to top it off. Absolutely. And that's what I like about it, is that the military is identifying that there's people who have very specific, dietary wants and needs. Yeah, and if you had, say, like, oh, hold on a second here. It's our music. If you had a bag, say, so some of these, Sniper, excuse me while I chew here. Some of these, they come with jerky. They'll come with jerky, or they'll come with like a beef stick. And if you're out, say, camping or whatever, for real, you could just slice up the beef stick into, like, say, little round chunks. Excuse me, and stick that into the FRH when you're heating your main. Mix that into this. Sniper, that would be fantastic. Fantastic. That would really, if you want to add some meat to it. And again, everything is included in your meal. So even if you know that it's going to be a vegetarian meal, on your way to the camp, on your way to your hike, just stop by a gas station, pick up a beef stick, and there you go. There you go. And you just stick it in your backpack. Oh, potatoes. Oh, potatoes are so good. Yeah, potatoes are like the superfood. You can fry them, cut them, boil them. It is. Excuse me. It is. That's what I like about this, and why we'll do this every Sunday, right? Is I get to have lunch with all of you. That's the best part, right? We're all having lunch together. And if you know, I'm gonna plan to go live doing this about 1 o'clock. About 1 o'clock. So if you want, you want to have lunch with me, cook something up, have it ready. For those of you in Europe, we're getting probably dinner time. So it's 8 o'clock. So you have dinner with us. We all can have a meal together. I'd love to hear what you're having. I did. This morning, I had a hard time waking up this morning. Okay, well, let's finish our cracker here. That's good. How that water's coming. I'm going to go check on my coffee. Be right back. Got our water. Chicken garlic again. Processing the solid foods is still an issue for me and my body. Chicken garlic, solid food. So do you puree the chicken? Up so you can see. That's the coffee. It's just instant coffee. That's what it is. There's a very light coffee scent. Yeah, it's just really light coffee scent. You just, how do I do this without spilling boiling hot water all over myself? Right, and then we're gonna have to clean our spoon here. Those napkins come in handy. Okay. Clean our spoon. And it is, I mean, I don't know the exact plastic they're using, but again, it is meant to be used in everything that you have in the meal. So don't worry about the spoon melting. It's going to be made out of a high temp plastic. Like stirring straws, right? Too much water. Too much water. It's still good. It tastes like instant coffee. A little bit too much water. So let's go ahead and just put a little bit of sugar in it. Just a little bit. A little bit of sugar. I'll put a little bit of the creamer in it too. Turn notch. There we go. This is more when it comes to instant coffee. All right. Just commentary at some point. I haven't been able to keep food down since June 2023. I went from no food to only salmon and rice, which is fantastic. I have to try and eat. I mean, pureeing food is not fun. But gotta eat, right? You got anything fun planned for today? I mean, today is, for some of you, it's still only noon. After this, I'll be headed probably to watch some streams. So if any of you are streaming, I'll be popping in on the stream. You know what I mean? I'm full. I mean, I will definitely finish this, but there's way more food. I mean, I haven't even touched the first strike bar. Miss Baz, hey, welcome. Glad you're here. How you doing? How's your Sunday? You having a good Sunday? You're pretty much wrapping up your Sunday, I think. Welcome. This is you're joining a Silif stream that is only happens on Sundays. So this is an only Sunday thing where we have lunch together and we eat. Well, at least I do a United States meal ready to eat individual MRE. And it is a chill stream. This is the only chill stream I do all week. Normally, I drink way too much caffeine, and I chug a, and I drink too much coffee all day, and then I chase it with an energy drink right before I go live. So you can imagine what my streams are like during the week. All of you regulars, I'm sure you're aware when I'm like slicing people in half and you know, having a good time gambling, and you are chill with a side of genocide. Darcy, we need to play that game again. It's just all these good games keep coming out. Oh, absolutely. I want to have you join our crazy crew during the week, because boy, it's a fun time. We've burnt the game The Sims. We burnt a sim alive by accident, of course, and we've given a sim a heart attack. We've cut people in half. We've gambled. We've been a Japanese pirate who gambles. We've put a blonde wig on a baby tiger. So we done. We flipped a couple of 18-wheelers or lorries. We flipped a couple lorries. That was Boris's fault, by the way, last time. No, that was Darcy's fault. No. Boris was the one that made us do U-turn. Darcy, that was your fault last time. When you with that Mad Max, literally before we even started the stream. It was. Mad Max, you have to go full blast. So I went full blast around an exit on an expressway and just flipped the whole truck over. That was epic. Or is it was Toby? Oh boy, it was good. It was good. I mean, Darcy, the thing is, chat, like it was supposed to be like as I'm going, right? So I'm on the expressway or something like that, and then you use with Mad Max, which is like you just plow through cars, right? I'm literally still at the depot. I haven't even put the trailer on my truck, and Darcy just hits Mad Max. Oh, that was so funny. All right, so first strike bar. This is the last thing that comes with it. There's no way I'm gonna eat this. I'm stuffed, but at least let's see what it looks like, right? So go ahead and just peel it open. There you go. Okay, I mean it looks like a very thick fruit roll up. That's what it looks like. Oh wow. Wow, does that smell good? It smells like cranberry, like sugary cranberry fruit roll-up-y gummy berry kind of thing. Oh wow, that smells fantastic. Okay, I gotta take just a nibble. Wrap that back up. Okay. How many calories in the whole thing? It's a good question. Well, the main was 230. This is 260. So that's 490, right? Yeah, 490. The honey, the pretzels are 120. So that's 590, 610. 610. The pretzels are 170. So that's 710, 780. What else did we have? Oh, the peanut butter. I mean, I don't see the peanut butter here. I don't want to go digging for it. But I'm going to say like peanut butter is probably going to be about 150, 160 calories. So you're looking at like almost 1,000 calories. Now, if it had meat in it, it would be a lot more, right? If this was a main that had cheese or meat, it would probably be over 1,000 calories. Again, this is for people who are physically exerting themselves. You're out on patrol, or, in combat, right? That's what this is for. So these are people who are burning a lot of calories. They're sweating a lot. So there's gonna be a lot of salt in this. If you're on a low salt diet, do not take these. I mean, this is probably, as a percentage wise, it's probably way over, probably close to 200% of your daily allowance of salt. Everything is very salty. And then it even comes with more salt. It comes with a packet of salt, which I've heard from some, so I follow a lot of guys who do like MREs and stuff on YouTube. So people in the comment section are veterans or people who are in the active military. So they leave lots of comments about the different things. And they do say how the they'll take the salt packet and they'll pour it in their water. They'll salt their water because they're just trying to get the electrolytes back into their bloodstream. Yeah, and the sugar is going to help bring that calorie content up, right? So that they don't feel weak. It's going to give them energy. It's going to give them a nice little boost of energy. Italian soldiers get chocolate and stuff. Oh, don't tell me that. And I'm going to have to go find an Italian MRE. I do plan, once I get through all these, to go and get, say, a couple MREs from other countries. Maybe like Italy, the UK, Ireland, France, Germany, things like that would be fun. Heck is that? Hold on one second. Must have been the ghost. Strange. It was like my door was vibrating. Yeah, I got ghosts in this house. Ghost is like really active. Opened up the door over here. Now it's like shaking the door over here. I don't know what's going on. It's really strange. Well, now for the finishing touch, right? MRE gum. This spearmint. Coffee, yeah. That's very common. The coffee is usually very, very good. My parents' house that I grew up on has a ghost in it too. You know, they're only people, right? I mean, if that's what you believe, but they're only people. You don't need to be afraid. Now, if you have a spirit in your house and it's causing problems, scaring people, breaking things, then that's when you need to do something about it. And generally speaking, all you need to do is just find a spot in your house and just tell it, get out. You're not welcome here. I don't want you here. Leave. And that usually will work. Let's see if we can fire up that tier list thing. What was the name of that website? Christina, what was the name of that website that had that tier list thing on it? You remember? I really think that would be good, especially for the YouTube. I think it would be neat to kind of have like a graphic. See my eyes? That was weird. Bring this over here. I'd go to a haunted place only if I had someone to hold on to. Tear maker. That's what it was called. Tear maker. All right. Tear jerker. All right. Tear maker. got everything moved for the meal. Tier maker. Okay, where are you, mouse? Oh, you're up there. All right. Okay, tier maker. Categories. Can I just make one? MRE. Food. Tier. Spell tier right, Jeff. List. All right. Make your own tier list. Okay. Make a template. MRE. Tier list. Make your own template. Create a single use. What do you mean single use? I can only use it one time. I can't, like, it won't save it to my thing. Single use. Now, this is a tier list, so only for one time use you and allow you to download a complete tier list image. This is public as a tier list template to be available for everyone to use. Oh, okay. Okay, so this isn't going to work because the problem with this is we would have to do the whole tier list now. It doesn't sound like it saves it. When I was you to download the completed tier list image, you will not be able to share the template. Use this option if your template isn't relevant for hundreds of users, which it's not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I'd have to do this like manually. Just like make like a rating page, make like a template, and then we'll go from there. I'll do that. I'll do that for next time. So for Sunday, we'll have like a little graphic, and then we can just put the different MREs on there, and then just rate where they'll go. I would say this one is the second best one. That one last week was, or not last week, but the week before that, the cheese ravioli was by far the best one. Yeah, absolutely, Christine. I hope you get some help. You figure out a way. If this tier maker thing works where like you can save it and then go back to it later, then that's great. Then this is the way to go. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem like that's what you can do here. No, doesn't look like it. There's no like save to your account or anything on here. Presentation mode, reset, change the background, download. TM. It is cool though. Okay, folks. Well, I think that'll do it then. That was good. That was really good. I highly recommend that menu. That menu was menu number 14, Mexican style rice and bean bowl. Appreciate you all being here on Twitch. Thank you, the Cool of Dudes on Mixer. Appreciate you. Of course, YouTube, you're just streaming to a graveyard. But other than that, thanks everybody for being here. We will do this again on next Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is when I'll go live. The food will probably be eaten around 2. So if you want, bring some food for yourself, bring a drink, join me for lunch. Appreciate you all being here. I will probably go live again maybe tonight. I'm not going to make any promises, but Boris is here. Hey, Boris. What's going on, brother? Hey, so no guarantees on whether or not I'm going to go live tonight. Depends. I think my wife said she was making me lasagna, which is my favorite food in the whole world. So I probably will be in that. If I'm not live, I will be in your chats. People, all of you, I will be in your chats supporting you. And I'll talk to you then. Traditional lasagna. Traditional for Italy, yeah. Yeah, my wife is from southern Italy. like from Southern Italy. She's an Italian. So she makes the best, what I call like Americanized lasagna, because it's a little bit more Americanized. But her mother makes like real old school, like old time lasagna, which, by the way, for the rest of you, like real Italian lasagna is very different than what you get here in the United States. It's like the noodles are dry, or the cheese is not as like gooey. It's like thicker. There's egg. There's like hard boiled eggs in there. There's peas in there. All kinds of stuff. So it's Sicilian. Okay. All right. Well then, Christina knows what I'm talking about. Lasagna al forno I make is for my hubby. Ooh, very good. That sounds very good. What's in al forno? I've never heard of lasagna al forno. I'd have to Google it. My wife would probably know. Sicilian. Oh, Sicilian pizza too is fantastic. Like real authentic Sicilian pizza. Fantastic. But anyway, let's wrap this up. Okay, so food was very good. I will finish the rest of it off stream. I gotta clean up my mess here. I will see the rest of you in your chats, and have an excellent wrap up of your weekend. And if I don't see you tonight, I will see you at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, let's make it more 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna start moving my streams a little bit later. So 6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right here on Twitch, on Mixer, and the YouTubes. So have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Take care. Let's find out who we can raid. What are you doing, YouTube? You're worrying me. You're scaring me there, YouTube. All right. Who is live? Raise your hand if you're live. Raise your hand if you're live and you want to raid. Come on, bro. Not like your first time. Chucky, you got it. Let's do it. Raid /raid. Username is Chucky Boros. He is playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Ooh, no. Okay, bro, come on. This isn't your first time. You can do this. All right. All right. We're going to raid into Chucky Bros, give him the same appreciation and support you give me. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are so great. I love every single one of you. Have a great end to your weekend. I will see you later. Take care. On our way to Chucky. Bye-bye.